Oh, oh, hold on. It's gonna take a minute. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? It's good to see you guys. I hope everybody's doing well. Good morning, Greed. Good morning, Dio. I know Indy said that she'll be back later, so she'll be around whenever she gets around, I suppose. Good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? Also, yes, if you didn't see my little pinned message in chat, for some reason my Stream Elements activity feed that I normally have open on my OBS just isn't cooperating today. I really don't know why. I've been trying to fix it all morning and it just doesn't really want to cooperate, and it got too close to like the start of stream time that I was like, I probably shouldn't like log in and log out like right now or else I'm gonna be late to the stream, and I didn't want to do that. So, you know, she's MIA today, but hopefully everything will be fine. I still have my my little notifications on, so hopefully whatever pops up on the actual stream I'll be able to see, and I'll be able to read if anybody decides to sub or if anybody decides to send in some fruit funds. But for the time being, I do not have an activity feed. I apologize if I miss anything, but I think we're just gonna relax today anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. I don't know. I'm not super worried about it, but just so you guys know, I don't have my activity feed available because of course it didn't decide that it wanted to work today, so it's fine. But good morning, everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful week. I feel a lot better now that I took my little week off last week, and I've been back to streaming regularly now. I'm still getting used to a lot of different schedule changes. I know I talked about it a little bit. I think, I don't remember if it was not yesterday's Terraria stream, but I talked about it in one of the streams this past week. A lot of things are changing at work, so I need to do a lot more coverage in hours that I don't normally work. So my streaming schedule might look a little like weird for a little while, just because we're sorting out a lot of different things at work, but hopefully it won't take too long for me to get back on a more consistent schedule that you guys can like expect and kind of rely on a little bit more. I know it was really easy in the beginning when I started streaming because I wasn't working the job that I'm currently working right now, but I'm kind of at the mercy of whatever I get scheduled, so I just need to work around that. I like the fact that I'm able to be as flexible as I am with my streaming schedule though, so it helps a lot. Change equals June is becoming a girl boss. Am I in my girl boss era? Is that what's happening right now? I mean, I will say I feel more girl boss than ever before. I think I've been inspired by my new position at work, as well as my new models, as well as the Barbie movie, so it makes sense in the long run. Oh gosh. But yeah, I'm lucky that I'm able to be as flexible as I am with my streaming schedule, and I'm glad that you guys always still manage to show up and say hi, so I won't complain too much. I still enjoy it very much. Speaking of schedules, I still haven't made the schedule for this upcoming week because I'm sorting some things out with some other IRL plans, seeing if people still wanted to commit to doing certain things with me, and blah 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 blah. You guys don't care. It's a bunch of nonsense. It doesn't affect any of you guys in any way. But after I figure out all of my IRL plans for the week with whoever wants to see me and hang out and do whatever, then I can actually figure out what my streaming schedule is going to be. I'm thinking about bringing a new game into the mix, because this past week, let me check again. This past week, I had Light the Way, Coffee Talk, and Terraria, and I really want to start playing Spiritfarer on stream, because I really want that. Afternoon chat, afternoon June. Hi Tactical, good to see you. I'm glad you were able to make it. I hope you're doing well today. Welcome, welcome. But I'm hoping that I'm able to get Spiritfarer into the mix because I bought that game a little while ago and I have been meaning to play it on stream for a while now. And there's also this one game, I still need to like test it first. There's like a handful of these games that I can't add it as an actual game source because of just how like old and incompatible they would be as like an actual like window or game capture. So I do have my like display screen option available. I'll just need to be like a little bit more careful with it, but I want to see whether or not I'm able to run those games because there's a handful of these games that I really want to stream, but I can't add them as like a source just because of how old they are and how like fussy they are with my OBS. So I got to do some testing, but there's one specifically that I really want to play. It's like a really old school dungeon crawler game, and I can get lost in that game for hours. That game is a good like marathon game because I could sit and I could play it all day. Old games, pre-2010, definitely. Yes. The one that I'm thinking of specifically is from like 2005, and it's one of my favorite games of all time. I love that game so much. I grew up on that game, and that game is so good. It's called Fate. It's very similar to Diablo, but the studio is different. It was like from my first computer that we ever had growing up they had like their own game engine the way that like we have Steam now, but beforehand it was all like hosted by Wild Tangent. And one of the games that they had was Fate, and they made it into a series later on. Like, they made the first Fate game, and it was so good that they made, like, 3 other Fate games afterwards, and they're so good. Y'all, I freaking love that game so much. How dare devs from decades ago not predict that game streaming would be a thing? It's fine. Listen, I'll figure out how to stream it one way or another. The only thing that worries me is because, like, it's, I know it is a really old game, so it's not exactly efficient to run, and I don't know how it will perform as like a streamed game, especially because it's like 3D modeled and it's like a little like 3D like dungeon crawler thing. So I have no idea how it's gonna run. But if not Fate, I also have Book of Demons, and I really want to play Book of Demons on stream as well. And for some reason, I can't get that to add as a source either. I don't know why. I've been trying to figure it out, and it doesn't like me. I know I still need to fix Death Road to Canada as well. I still haven't gone back and fixed that. But once I figure that out, we can also play that game. I think that one will be a lot of fun as well. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can get all those figured out. We'll probably do another game testing stream where I pull up a bunch of different options like that, and we'll see whether or not it'll work. It's only a 17 to 18-year-old game. Oh my god, it graduated high school this past year. Oh my god. That's crazy to think about. Oh my lord. Like, I know people that are, like, younger than that, and that, I think that kind of, that's making me wig out a little bit. That is so weird to think about, holy moly. But yeah, I'm planning on doing another game testing stream soon, because I want to get some other games in rotation now that, again, we don't have Aviond anymore. And I'm not planning on replaying Aviond, just to make that extremely clear. We'll do one, I'll probably do like a little pre-recorded video of like the ending of Aviond, because I really don't feel the need to do a whole stream on it. Just like, hey, here's the end cap to Aviond, take it or leave it, there you go, no more, I'm not doing this anymore, I do not get paid enough for this, I am not gonna put myself through this any more than I already have. So I think that I'm just gonna leave that where it lies. I have had enough. No more Aviand. No more Aviand. And it's sad because I know that there's like things that happen afterwards and you can still hang out with like Tejal and Galahad for a little bit like after the fact. I don't know what the plot is. I don't know like what they're actually doing, but like there is a plot line and I don't know if it involves what's it, Uma and Nox at all? I don't think it does. I really have no idea. I have no freaking clue. Something, it's more dark powers at play. I don't know. Some ridiculousness. Definitely wouldn't be one of the shortest streams I've seen. I know someone who cut stream minutes after starting Oxenfree because the suspense being too much for him. Okay, you know what, Tactical, that comforts me because I played through all of Oxenfree with that horrible, anxious suspense feeling, but I made it through the whole game. I'm glad that I was able to actually do it and commit to it, so that makes me feel a little bit better. I'm still really scared for when Oxenfree 2 comes out, because I know that's going to be asked for a lot. You guys are going to want me to see... Or you guys are going to want to see me play through Oxenfree 2, which I will. I'll do that for you guys. But I'm not doing it because I like it. I'm doing it because it was asked of me. Oh, that suspense feeling. That game is so nuts. I love it, and it's wild, and it's gorgeous, and like the storyline is so cool. But God, that sinking feeling in my stomach. Oh God. Oxenfree does a really good job at capturing that like awful suspense. Oxenfree 2 looks like it'll be fun. Chances are I'll buy it day one, speedrun it, and then return it before the refund timer ends. Oh my God, Tactical, you wild for that. Oh gosh. Guys, I also can't wait. What was it? The studio that made Night in the Woods are making another game soon, and I want it so bad. Guys, if you sat through and you watched me play through Night in the Woods, you know just how much that game means to me. I love that game so dearly. I want to go back and like play through it again because, you know, like it gives you the options between choosing to hang out with Greg or B, and there are some things that we didn't get to see that I remember like are available and that can happen. Don't get me wrong, I loved the storyline that we got with like going to the college party and accidentally ruining everything and having that big talk at the river. Like that was gorgeous, but I know there's still so much more to that game that we haven't even like dug into yet, and I want to dig into it more. I love that game so much. It's so good. I learned my lesson with Dark Souls 2. Better to finish games before the refund timer ends. You know what? That's understandable, Tactical. Oh gosh. Night in the Woods 2, Night Harder. No, that, hold on. I wanna prove, hold on. So, Night in the Woods video game is made by Infinite Fall Games. Where is it? That's from 2019. Hold on. Yeah, Infinite Fall is a little game. Where's the shit? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. Let me go to Polygon, because I know they posted about it, and if I search here, Infinite Fall. Yeah, Night in the Woods developer announces new project. Let's see. Where's the picture? Okay, it's not the tweet that I thought it was, but I did find the article was posted in 2020. I feel like there's a more recent one though. Hold on, is there a more recent one? I feel like there is a new one. Nah, I can't find it. I know Polygon posted about it, but it's from the article that was posted in 2020. Today, the Glory Society posted an animated teaser of an upcoming project. The GIF shows an ominous scene. A crow sits on a tombstone marked with a pitchfork, a bone, a leaf, symbols from the night sky, and the engraving, "A season above, a season below." The tweet is captioned, "The moon rises, the wind changes." A follow-up tweet reads, "Hey there, been a while. We've been busy working on a game, it turns out. More info soon." So maybe they posted about it on Twitter? The Glory Society? Hold on. I'm just deep diving at this point. Yes, there it is. It's called Revenant Hill. Wait, is it up? Okay, no, it's still like in development, but it's called Revenant Hill. I was gonna say, I know the title came out. Ooh, they have a whole website too. Guys, I know we're deep diving into this. I am not going to apologize for it. No offense, but Infinite Falls sounds like either a craft beer bar or a hipster bar of sorts. Sounds like a place you can get cocoa beer. It kind of does, you right. Sounds like it exists in like a college town. Ooh, okay, so this is the little description that it has, and it has like a really cool picture. So you can go to revenanthill.com and it'll show you the game. It is 1919 in the lower north. After the barn he was living in burns down, Twigs the cat takes up residence in a wet log near an abandoned graveyard. When the owl from the next hill over starts demanding rent, Twigs must find a way to make ends meet, and things just get more complicated from there. Times are hard, making ends meet is harder, and the world doesn't stop at the edge of the graveyard. Something big and dark is at work in the towns, the factories, in the forests and hills. Sooner or later, someone is going to have to push back. That sounds so cool! Oh my god. Okay. I'm very, very excited for that. I want it. I want it right now. I need to have it right now. I don't know when it actually officially comes out. If it's already out, then I need to buy it like now, but hello, good morning, John. I'm glad you were able to make it. I'm going on a rant about one of my favorite game studios. Don't mind me. I really want a new game that either is already out or is on its way of coming out. I don't know. I have no idea what the status is on it. I just need to find it, and I need to snatch it up, and I need to buy it. What's the studio? The studio's name, hold on. It's not Infinite Fall, it's their other co-studio. The Glory Society. The studio is the Glory Society. They were one of the co-studios that worked on Night in the Woods, and they came out with a new game called Revenant Hill, and I need to play it real bad. I don't know if it's out yet or if it's still in development. I have no idea what the status is on it, but I need it and I want it now. It looks really, really good and I want it. Pumpkin spice beer. Ugh, tactical. I don't even like beer. So the idea of like putting pumpkin spice in it, I don't think that'll make it any better. I can't stand the smell. It's just not something that I think I would like. I am a wine and cocktail girly. That's just who I am as a person. That's what I prefer. It's what I crave. It's what I seek. Not beer. I don't like beer. No beer for me, please. I will say, somewhat related with the pumpkin spice, yesterday we decided, like, as a household, me and Koumori, that we desperately needed groceries. So I decided that I was gonna take on the brunt of the expenses and buy us a bunch of groceries. And as we were, like, we got them and we were rearranging everything, like, we had a bunch of bananas that were, like, super, super dark brown ripe in the fridge that we were thinking about making banana bread with, but we needed to use them because otherwise, like, we wouldn't have enough room in the fridge at all. So I did the thing that I normally do where I just mash them up and I mix them into, like, pancake mix. And, you know, I add a bunch of other stuff, like I add eggs, I add milk, I add, like, vanilla, just, like, a bunch of really good stuff. And I made pancakes out of it. And then when I tell you that these were, like, some of the best pancakes I've made in a hot minute, they were so freaking good. Oh my gosh. It was like banana bread, but as a pancake. And they were so lovely. I figured I should share that because I had a very good experience with pancakes last night, and it was related to the pumpkin spice, and I just had a very good night eating pancakes last night. Speaking of beer, finally made good beer battered fish fillets. Now that sounds lovely. I feel like that's the only time that I would have beer in the house is for the purpose of, like, cooking and, like, using it for cooking purposes. I don't see myself, like, actively drinking it. Give me the food. Good morning, Rekka. Good to see you. I'm glad you were able to make it. I want some pancakes. Greed, come over. I'll make pancakes. I make really good freaking pancakes. That's, like, one of the things that I've been doing for a really long time, because like, sometimes we get food donations, or, like, sometimes even, like, our friends will be like, I don't know what to do with this. Are you gonna be able to use this? And we're like, yeah, sure, why not? And we always have, like, all the baking stuff in the house, so we always have flour, we always have sugar, baking powder, like, everything. And just one of the things that I find myself doing is just putting fruit into pancake mix. Like, not even, like, slicing up strawberries or throwing blueberries in it. Like, no, I use, like, really ripe bananas and I mash them up, or I use, like, applesauce, because you can get applesauce in, like, these shelf-stable cans, and just using that as the base of pancakes, just adding eggs and milk and oil and whatever else, and then making really good pancakes out of it. So then you also get, like, fruit serving, which is good. The beer I used was a kind of pre-made mule, so I was surprised the vodka didn't make it taste bitter. Well, I'm glad that it worked out. I didn't realize that they do, like, oh yeah, you can get, like, those little pre-mixed cocktails. You're right, because I do like those. I didn't know that they made pre-mixed mules, though. Maybe I just haven't found it yet. Hold on. There we go. Dingle. High crust pain. Good morning. I'm glad you were able to make it to the stream today. I don't think I've come across a recipe yet where I've needed to use beer as an ingredient, but I can see myself potentially doing that in the future. I haven't used it yet. I was supposed to use pale ale, but we just had those sitting in the fridge. Listen, if it works, it works. If you already have it, why bother going out to the store and getting a whole other thing? Just use what you got. You can figure it out. It'll be okay. It's similar enough that it won't make too terrible of a difference. So it's fine. Don't even worry about it. I had a train of thought and then I totally lost it because we've just been sitting here talking about food. That's not an awful thing, but I can't remember what I was actually going to say now because we're in the food realm, which is okay. I know, what was it? I feel like I've been ranting a little bit too much about Good Omens, especially, like, if you guys are in the Discord server, you are absolutely sick of me at this point. I already know. But I might plan on doing another movie night where we watch more together. I know, what was it? Before Chronic went on his little trip, we ended up finishing season 1 together. But I know, what was it? Mirage and Peach still need to catch up with me, so we'll probably finish up season 1 and then hopefully start season 2. I don't know. I'm surprised I'm even awake right now because I could barely sleep last night because there was some weird banging noise coming from somewhere. Oh gosh. Like somebody was like doing construction or something, or somebody was, I don't know. That is strange. I'm sorry you weren't able to sleep last night, dear. That's not cool. Koumori really scared me the other day as well, because we were hanging out after we put away all the groceries, and I was making pancakes, and he was just like sitting there. We were talking together, and he was like, "Did you drop something earlier?" And I was like, "When? Like how far earlier?" Because like I dropped my phone at some point, but like how early is earlier? And they were like, "Before the groceries got here." And I was like, I don't think so, because all I was doing at that point was like playing some Stardew Valley. And he was like, "Well, I was in the bathroom, I turned off the light and I was getting ready to leave, and I heard 2 distinct thud thud." And I was like, I didn't drop anything. Was it just like, cause Louis will thud whenever he like jumps from different places. Our house is really echoey because it's really old. And Koumori was like, "No, I don't think it was Louis, because we can tell when it's him jumping around, because he normally makes like a little trill noise too." And Koumori was like, "Also, as soon as the thud like was done and ended, I was looking around, the bathroom lights flickered. I was like, oh God, I think we're haunted." So, if you guys start hearing weird things from me, or like I start going on about weird occurrences around my house, I'm pretty sure that we're haunted, but I have no idea yet. I still need to investigate. I have no idea where the noise was coming from. I even was trying to find where it was coming from. Was it within like your own home, or was it like way outside one of your neighbors, something? It's like, I can tell if it's like a noise like within our own house, or if it's a noise that's happening like next door or further away. Like, how far away was the noise? June, I'm still out, but oh well. Hi, Indy. I'm glad you were able to make it. You don't have to worry too much about being here if you're still running around and out and about, but thanks for saying hi. My bedroom door opens on its own sometimes with no wind. Oh gosh. I think I would lose it because my door is super creaky. Again, this house is pretty old, so it's already enough when I have my windows open and it's like a really breezy day, and they just keep like opening and shutting, and like Louis opens the doors by himself because I always keep it like cracked open. I never fully close it, and it just creaks, and oh my God, that would scare the hell out of me. Haunted, I'd greet them like they're an old pal, like that one meme. "Hey demons, it's me, yo boy." Yeah, I could Shane Madej their ass. I could do that. Well, me and Koumori were talking about it earlier, and we were like, who the hell would even want to haunt this house? And then I realized, again, for y'all who don't know, I feel like I talk about it a fair amount, but like at some point last year, it's actually coming up soon, my partner passed away, and you know, he and I spent a lot of time in this house. He would always come over, I would always make dinner, we'd hang out, we'd play video games, stuff like that. So my brother was like, "Do you think it's so and so?" And I was like, "Probably, but why is he haunting me?" And Koumori was like, "Well, maybe it's because he's angry that he can't have any more of your food and he was expecting more." And I was like, you know what, that makes sense. I would haunt me too if that was the case. So we have a bit of a lead about who it might be if our house is haunted, but even then, like, there's nothing I can do about that, I guess, so we're just haunted now. This is fine. Everything's totally fine. I can be normal about this. Oh, gosh. I'm with my mom right now, but you're live, so yippee, and I was out all morning, so I was tired. Aw, Indy. Well, thank you for stopping by and saying hi. That's very sweet. Hey, Shane Madej, always hilarious seeing him with Ryan freaking out. I want to see them on tour so bad. They're coming to like a really nearby city to me in I think like October or something, because they're on tour for they're on tour right now, and I really want to see them, and I'm trying to figure out a way for me to buy tickets and get transportation so I can go see them, because holy moly, I want to see them so bad. It's not me. Well, I know it's not you, Rekka. You haunt me, and yet you're still alive. Oh my goodness. Haunting for food. I totally understand. Some foods are worth returning for the afterlife for. Yeah. Listen. Mod Chris can vouch for this. I make really good fried chicken. And I would not be surprised if that's what he's so mad about. Either that or oh my gosh, he always did this thing. So, like, because we're both Asian and we both grew up in Asian households, we would always have a rice cooker. And I would like almost always make rice for whenever he would come over, because that's just part of the meal. This boy could eat like a whole pot of rice by himself, mind you, like 2 cups of dried jasmine rice makes a full like pot of like 6 cups worth of cooked rice. This boy could eat almost all of it every time. I'd have to make a second pot of rice after he was done eating, or else like Mom Mori and Bro Mori wouldn't get it. And every time that I went to go like visit him, because eventually he moved, every time that I would go visit him, he would always ask me to make rice, and I was like, babe, you have a rice cooker, like why don't you make rice? And he's always like, but when you make it, it always tastes better when you make it. I was like, how the hell are you making your rice that it tastes different? Hello? We're both using a rice cooker. I've shown you how to make rice a million times. Oh gosh. I mean, it's fine. I always had fun doing all that stuff for him, and it was always very sweet. I did a lot for that boy. I miss him. Also understandable. Rice is awesome. I myself eat a concerning amount of rice. I mean, I think it's within our blood as Asian people. If you don't meet your monthly quota of eating rice, then there's something wrong. Rice for almost every meal. Almost every meal. I eat rice of so much. Because, like, it just goes with everything. I really freaking love rice. I feel like my best dishes is chicken rice and beer battered fish with rice. I make rice with battered fish because I feel too lazy to cook fries. I don't blame you. Cooking fries is a freaking process if you don't have, like, frozen, ready to fry fries. Because there's so much processing that goes into making French fries that, like, you don't even feel like you want to bother. It's a pain in the butt. It's so much easier to get, like, restaurant quality fries if you buy ones that are already, like, bagged and frozen. Because then you can get the result that you want without putting in, like, 5 million times the effort. And it's not even that expensive. So I recommend using just frozen fries. That's fine. Learned to make this coconut rice porridge thing. I think it's supposedly Indian food, but the name sounded Spanish for sure. I mean, maybe it got adopted in, I'm not sure. Rice is nice. You're right, Crust Pain. Rice is nice. You are so right for that. Hello, how are you doing today? Good morning. Good morning, Captain Price. I'm so glad that you were able to make it to stream today. I'm doing all right. You know, it's first thing in the morning. I'm still waking up, but, you know, if the only thing that's happened so far today is waking up and hanging out with you guys, I'd say it's been a pretty good day so far. I'm actually the Asian that prefers potato as the starch with meat and fish. I'm just too lazy to cook potatoes well most times. Yeah, I mean, again, understandable. I get it. But no, I think I'm a rice girly through and through. If I had to like organize my starches by what I love most, I'd probably say rice number 1, and then probably bread number 2, because good fresh bread is probably my favorite thing. It's so good. I'm spoiled rotten because Momori is a baker, so sometimes I'll wake up and I'll smell fresh bread and I freaking lose my mind. It's just so good, man. Oh yeah, I tried udon for the first time with friends yesterday. How did that go? Udon is so good. How did that go? I want to know how your experience was. Hey John, if you want fast potatoes, getting something to slice them into thin noodles to make homemade hash browns is a great choice. That is a great choice. You know, one of the little hacks that I found that works really well, at least for me, is I think one of my #1 used kitchen like equipment things, besides just like a cutting board and a knife, is my electric like water kettle. I use it so much because you can freaking use it for everything, and it saves like space on the stove, especially since my stove is a gas stove and there's like actual literal fire. Like it saves like the kitchen becoming way too like hot because there's less fire going on. And normally what I do if I want really, really quick potatoes, I do this normally for breakfast. I will scrub one potato clean of dirt. Like I don't even bother peeling it. I just scrub it under the running water of the sink with like, there's like this one specific brush that I have that's meant for like veggies. I scrub it and I dice it really, really small, throw it in a pot. I pour the boiling hot water over it, and I just boil I boil it for like a little while, I strain it, and then I fry them afterwards. So then the inside's already cooked and then the outside gets crispy, and then I just toss it in like a seasoned salt, and then I just eat that with like eggs and breakfast meat. That's normally what I do. It's a very quick way of cooking potatoes, and it's very, very good. It was pretty good, and I was low-key amazed at finally trying a different Japanese noodle. I'm so glad you got to try udon, because udon is so good. Speaking of hash browns, you have to fry them, right? Can I fry in a wok? Theoretically, yes, but I don't think you'll get the, like, the layer of crispiness that you want if you're frying in a wok. Wok is meant for, like, high heat, very fast cooking. And for hash browns, you'd probably want them to be in like a thin layer on like a very like big flat pan, so that you can get like one giant layer of crispy over time. Because if you try to fry it too fast, I don't think you'll get the browning that you'll want. You could theoretically make it in a wok, yes. I think you'll find it easier and more rewarding to just use a regular pan and let it sit for a good amount of time. Ever since I bought a potato slicer thingy, we go through at least 8 kilograms of potatoes a week. Hash browns works as a food accompaniment, standalone snack, and filler for other savory meals. They're awesome. I could not imagine going through that many potatoes. I mean, knowing me, again, and the amount of rice that we consume as a household, it's like equivalent in rice, but like, holy moly, that's a lot of potatoes. My friend also recommended a ramen place that's pretty cheap for ramen. Oh my god, I haven't gone to a good ramen place in so long. Guys, I think the theme of today is just talking about food. This is fine. I'm okay with this. Home fries? Yeah, kind of like home fries. They're easy, they're fast. It's just what I tend to do if I want potatoes, like as a breakfast starch, I guess. You can fry them in a wok, Rekka, but you gotta make fairly small hash browns for ease of cooking. I'm not too used to using woks. I don't have one of my own, but I have cooked in a friend's wok, and you'd have to make them in batches of 2 small hash browns at a time. To make hash browns, you shave the taters, then grate them, right? Yeah. So there are like two kinds of hash browns. There's like the free-form ones, which are just scattered, and they're just like just the shredded potatoes. Or you can take the shredded potatoes and like form them into like little tater tots or like patties or something. But if we're just talking about like scattered hash browns, like the loose ones, then yes, it's just grated potato. Tactical knife is Irish confirmed. Yes, 100%, definitely. Otherwise, we wouldn't still be talking about potatoes, but that's neither here nor there. I wish I'm a Spanish misfit. Tactical, give yourself at least a little bit more credit. Oh my god. Give yourself at least a little more credit. God damn. Don't a misfit. A misfit. I'm South American, but too white to pass as one of my people, too pale to even pass as Iberic Spanish. We have a lot of taters in South America. Yes, potatoes are also very prevalent in South America. You're right. You are so right for that. Dang. See, I kind of feel that way too sometimes, because a lot of my family is all like, they all still live in Indonesia, and they are seen as Indonesian, duh. But like, since I don't live there and I live in North America, obviously all of the white people see me and they're like, oh, you're not white. But then like some of the Asian people will look at me and they're like, you're not Asian. And I'm like, well then what am I? Man. So I just fit in neither category, which is great. I love that feeling. Oh gosh. Well, I mean, even then, like, it's a whole other thing to get into like East Asian versus like Central Asian and South Asian versus Southeast Asian. Like, that's a whole other bag of worms. We don't even have time for all that. Goodness gracious. Give myself credit, June. I've had people from my homeland ask if I was a foreigner, and when I talk to them now and say that I come from the same country, they just say, no, you're not. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think at that point I would just throw hands. I think I would hit my limit. I'd be like, what did you say? I have had enough. I can't live like this anymore. And I would riot. But you know, that's just me though. You don't have to follow this advice. I'm not good at like setting examples for other people, so please don't listen to me when I say that. Pay no attention. Pay no attention to the bat behind the horrid, awful, terrible life advice. Pay no attention. It's not worth it. I got stuck halfway into being albino. Melanin doesn't exist, but I kept the hair color and the eyes, so I don't fit anywhere. Oh, Tactical, no! Oh gosh, I can't, oh my gosh. I can't imagine how tough that can be at points. Oh my gosh. I surely hope that, you know, nobody has approached you with fear that you were like trying to adopt something that wasn't within your culture, when of course you are well within your culture. You might just not look like it initially. I hope nobody's been like, well, why are you doing your hair, blah, 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 because, you know, people be wildin'. Hi, Malaza. I'm glad you were able to make it to stream today. Hello. Topic of today's discussion seems to be between food and culture. So this is just what's happening, which is fine. Nar, I woke up late. Hi, Babu. Hi, Babu. Good to see you. Why do you think I make so many drinks? The more inebriated people are, the less they care about. Oh my my god, tactical! Oh my god. And here I am just drinking drinks because apparently I am labeled as an alcoholic by all of my lovely June bugs, even though I'm not. I am not an alcoholic, as much as you guys might believe that I am. I'm not. But yeah, I'm just drinking alcohol for the sake of drinking alcohol. I don't know about all that. I love food and culture. Wine mom. I guess I am a wine mom. Guys, I'm so fussy. There's like this one wine, and the only store that I've been able to find it at is the one that I used to work at, the one grocery store that I used to work at, and I can't find it anywhere else. I think I found it online maybe once, and I'm just such a spoiled brat because that's like my favorite wine. It's like an Italian Moscato, and it's so freaking good. Is there, hold on. I want to test something. Is there? No, there isn't. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I wish that OBS had like a little doodle implement. Like I could just grab something and just doodle on the screen. But they only have like color source, but not like a little mini drawing source. I wish I could just draw out what the label is. Cause it's a purple label. It's like a light lavender label, and it has what's it? It's set up with all the little music stands, like it's a little orchestra performing, and it's a Moscato, and it's so good, guys. It's so good. Yes, Moscato. I have no knowledge of what Moscato. Okay, hold on. Give me a minute. Hold on. Moscato is a Italian variety of wine, and you can get it from places other than Italy. Like there are California-made Moscatos and stuff, but my favorite just so happens to be Italian, and it is a sweet, normally bubbly white wine. It's not always bubbly, but the one that I drink is always bubbly, and they're normally infused with fruit flavors. It can be a much cheaper wine because it's on the sweet side. You can infuse it with fruit, and you're able to have it bubbly or non-bubbly. And it's so light and refreshing, and it pairs well with everything. It's like it's my alternative for champagne, because champagne can be rather dry, and I'm not the biggest of champagne drinkers. I prefer my wine to be very sweet, just because I'm still like developing a palate for wine, for like the wines that aren't sweet, which is gonna take me a while. But what's it? I tend to go for Moscato. If I'm picking a red wine, what kind of red wines do I like? I feel like the one that I'm used to drinking the most is just like, it's a variety of just sweet red, which is like a whole just mixed category. It's not really one wine or another. It's just like table wine. It's not like a specific one, the way that like Cabernet Sauvignon is a very specific like variety of wine, but I don't know, it's just like called like table red. It's just like a sweet red wine. It's funny because my favorite one that's a red wine is just like the oh gosh, this is gonna sound really silly. My favorite red wine is just one that they would always use for communion at church. Oh my god. It's just Manischewitz. That's all it is. It's just Manischewitz wine. It's so cheap. It's just sweet, and it's extremely strong. And it's good, man. I don't need all the other fancy red wines like this one. This one's good. But don't get me wrong, if I'm given any wine, I will drink it and I will enjoy it. I learned to fear wine. The aftermath is painful. Them hangovers hurt. Yes, you are correct there. I will say, wine hangover, not fun. So I drink a lot of water if I'm also planning to drink wine. Cause, you know, I ain't trying to die or nothing. Oh, gosh. The classiest thing I had was camembert. Camembert cheese? I mean, yes, that is a very fancy cheese. You're so right about that. I don't think I've ever had camembert cheese. I've had brie, just regular brie. And I do like brie. Brie is a very good cheese. That's also something that I need to delve more into, is just eating different kinds of cheeses. But again, like, a lot of my palate is Asian wired. So when it comes to very strong flavors that are traditionally European, it can be very difficult for me. Like, I don't like olives, which are like a Mediterranean thing. I am learning to like different kinds of cheeses, which are traditionally European. I'm learning to like different wines, which are traditionally European. And it, you know, it's not the easiest thing. The camembert was pretty creamy, then salty. I mean, it sounds pretty good. Stop drinking wine, Malaza. What do you mean? I want to drink wine. I'm not drinking wine right now. It's like not even 11 a.m. I'm not going to be drinking wine now. I'm just talking about it. Oh, gosh. Then at some point after eating enough slices with rind, it felt like my palate got hit with ammonia. Oh, gosh. See, that's the thing that I'm afraid of. I don't know if I can do super funky cheeses. I don't think that's in the cards for me. I don't think I'm built for eating really funky cheeses. It's not meant for me. I wish I knew what you were talking about. I'll just sip my apple juice. Babu, I have to get you into tasting wine with me. I kind of skipped over wine. It's beer or whiskey / bourbon for me, unless I can get my hands on sake. Ooh, you know what? That's understandable. Listen, I wouldn't even consider myself as like wine being my favorite of all the alcohols. If I had to pick my favorite of all the alcohols, it's rum. I am a rum girly. You make me a tiki drink with pineapple juice and rum and cream of coconut and grenadine and all the good stuff. Like, I am on it. I freaking love rum. Rum is so good. I think if you avoid the aged and hard cheeses, you won't get any really funky cheeses. Yeah, I think like I'm more for I'm good for like brie and mozzarella. And maybe some like cheddar. I'm very basic. I'd love to get more into like funky cheeses, but not too funky. My first taste of Scotch? Your first alcohol was Scotch? Oh no. Oh no. Tactical. Oh no. Oh gosh. Rum sounds heavy. Well, rum can be very heavy, but I think compared to other alcohols, it's definitely on the sweeter side, and it leans more into like pairing in very sweet ways, which is why I like it so much. Always wanted to try a scorpion bowl. Ah, that does sound pretty good. I don't think I've ever been to a place that offers a scorpion bowl, but you so right for that. Rum is awesome. Rum is awesome. You're right. I am a rum and tequila and vodka kind of girl. That's just who I am, and I will not be apologizing for it. The cheeses I really want to try are aged Gouda and Gruyere, also smoked Gouda. Gouda is good. I do like Gouda. You're so right for that. But, what's it? I was about to say something and then I totally forgot. It had something to do with alcohol and then I completely forgot. Oh, yes. So I have been searching for a bartender that will be able to make me a Singapore sling. I have been on this mission for like a year now to try and find anybody who can make me a Singapore sling. and I've had zero success, and I'm really upset about it. It's what I want. I've been wanting to try it for so bad because it looks so freaking good, and I've had zero luck. And I'm losing hope, man. I'm just gonna have to get my own, like, bar cart and bar set and just make my own Singapore sling at this point. That's all I want, man. It hurts. My first drink was a beer, which I didn't like the taste, and then light apple flavored beer, then soju with Yakult. Ooh, soju mixed with Yakult? Ooh, okay. I think my first taste of alcohol was probably some kind of wine. I don't remember what, but it was probably some kind of wine. And then my Mom Mori had me try a little bit of like a White Russian. I didn't really like it because I didn't really have the taste for alcohol back then. But I think my go-to safe drink, the one that I normally order if I don't know what else to order, is just a Malibu Bay Breeze. Because, you know, you can't really fuck that up really bad. It tastes good. Who doesn't like a Malibu Bay Breeze? It's good. I like rum in a drink called a Dark and Stormy. Dark rum mixed with ginger beer. That is really good. Dark and Stormies are really good. Oh yeah, you mentioned the slings a while ago. I kind of want to try to make one, but I'd rather get certified in mixology first. I mean, you know what? I feel like at this point, considering just how many drinks you make, that you're probably already halfway to certified, so I don't care. I'd still really want to try one though. Only thing I could finish a bottle was the light apple beer. I don't really like the bitterness of alcohol. At least with the light apple beer, I tasted hints of bread and apple. Yeah, I mean, that's understandable. I do really like the, what's it? Like, they're not, I don't think they're categorized as beer. I think people call them like wine coolers, because it's not wine, but it's like a malted drink. It's all the, what's it? The Seagram's Escapes drinks. And like, it's not hard cider. It's not like, what's it? It's not like White Claw. They're just like the little bottled fruity drinks. I like those. Those ones are good. My first and only drink was strawberry soju. Ooh, how was that, Babu? I have yet to try sake and soju, and I really want to. I just haven't had the opportunity to yet. If I'm ever in a party or event with drinks, I'm gonna hold like one beer the whole time and take sips to give the illusion I'm drinking. You know what? I appreciate that, John. I think that works. I would say that it works. If I'm at like a house party and they have drinks available, I normally just make a rum and coke. Because I don't want to think too hard about me making my own fancy little drinks if I'm at a party and it's just like a house party. I'll just make a rum and coke. That's it. It was just like juice didn't feel a thing. Oh boy, Babu, that's a dangerous game you're playing there. I think depending on where you live, spirits are more or less prominent, Momochi. For us here, it's dangerously easy to get to get everyone and their mom drinks hard stuff. Oh gosh. I mean, I wouldn't, I would say again, living in North America, there's not really one set drinking culture. I mean, if there really was one, like, in my area as a whole, I would say probably just, like, the old school, like, super dingy bar, they're just drinking pints of beer kind of alcohol culture. But, you know, we do have a fair amount of tourism in one specific area that's nearby. It's maybe like 20 minutes to half an hour away from here, where we do have a lot, and I do mean a lot, of vineyards. People run their own vineyards here as like a, I don't want to work traditionally anymore, so I'm gonna have my own vineyard. And then they sell whatever grapes they grow to some of the local like wine producers. We have like a handful of local wine producers, and people like go there to their big they have like big complexes, and people have like weddings there because like they'll host weddings there, and it's really pretty, or like big parties, celebrations, stuff like that. But there's a good amount of wine culture here, and you know, depending on the parts that you go to, aka the parts that like I like to go to, there can be some good cocktails served. Just depends on where you go, but there can be some real good cocktails. It just depends on where you go. I also do this thing, and I don't know like if my bartenders enjoy that I do this or not. Just to be clear, I don't normally go to bars, but if I'm with friends and we're there for like an event, then I'll go to a bar, or if I'm like on a date and we decide to go to a bar. But I don't know if my bartenders like that I do this or not, but sometimes I like pull up something cute that I see on my phone that I think would taste good. I'm like, are you able to make this? And like they're zooming in and they're like, oh yeah, I can do that. I'm like, I don't know if my bartenders like that I do that or they hate me for it. I have no idea. But like, I do that a lot, and I always try to tip well because, you know, I feel like I'm a pain in the ass when I do that. I feel like I'm such a pain when I do that. It depends on the bartender. I mean, oh god, this is gonna sound really bad. There is one that I do see that I would consider like my bartender. Guys, I'm not an alcoholic, I promise. I'm really not an alcoholic, I promise. God, I'm not. But there is this one girl that I see that I would consider my bartender, and she always likes seeing like all the little random fruity mixed drinks, whatever, that I'm asking for, and she always asks like, how is it? And she'll like taste test it with like a little straw, and she'll say whether or not she likes it. Sure. I don't need to be called out like this. I really don't. I've only been to that bar like 3 times. I don't need to be called out like this. That's it. The drinking culture here is non-existent. You need connections to get any drink. Momochi, I just need to steal you away for a vacation. That's all that I'm hearing out of your mouth. Oh gosh. I feel like it depends on the bartender, yeah. I myself do like when people ask me for specific ones. Helps me practice and get used to identifying things. Oh, I mean, yeah, that's a fair point. And maybe how busy the bar is. Yeah, I mean, I try not to be, like, I wait until they, like, don't have a rush of 5 million people and it quiets down. I'm just like, is there any way that you could try making this? And then normally, I mean, I feel like, how do I put this? I feel like because of the vibes that I give off, people tend to be very nice to me. And like, they, like, you know, people give the benefit of the doubt. I feel like people give me even more of that, and they're just like extra nice to me. I don't know what kind of vibes I'm giving when I'm out in public, but people are just like extra nice to me. I don't know what I did to deserve it. I don't think I did anything to really deserve it, but people seem to be very nice to me, and I feel like I can, I don't want to say get away with doing certain things. but like, I feel like, I try to make myself as approachable as possible, so then if I want to ask for something, it doesn't feel like I'm being like really like pushy about it or anything. I just try to be very genuine and open. You're just so friendly when you talk, Babu. Babu, I don't think you saw in the stream the other day, I was talking about, what was it? I worked the closing shift on Friday, and I had like 2 separate interactions of people saying that I was very, very nice. and it was just very sweet and wholesome. Because, like, for any of you guys who are new or catching up, I am a librarian, and I was helping a patron check out some books, and at the end of it, when I, like, handed over the books and the little paper that says, like, when they're due, like, the little receipt paper, this patron just turned to me, he's like, "You're so bright and cheerful and happy," and I was like, I just, you know, it's part of my job, I do my best. And then later on, I was cleaning up everything and I was wiping down some of the tables that we have, and there were some gentlemen sitting around on like one of the couch areas that we had, and I just like looked up from like me wiping my table and I was like, hey guys, just so you know, we close in about 15 minutes. And this one guy dead ass just like stares me in the eyes and he's like, "You are the nicest person in this county." And I just like, it caught me off guard. I just laughed. I'm like, I don't know about that, I'm just doing my job. And it was it's just funny. Oh my god, oh my gosh, got me smiling and kicking my little feet and giggling. Oh my gosh. I still have hilarious extended family Christmas memories of cousins throwing up in the dead of the night in bed and finding cousins passed out in the bathroom in the morning. The bathroom pass out cousin was sleeping with the face on the toilet. Oh no, John. Funniest June moments I've seen were during a mortuary assistance stream. Not nice, but very, very funny. Oh, I was being so mean. Oh my god, I was being so mean during that stream. But like, how could I not bully Xerath? We've known each other for so many years and I feed off of their fear. That's different. That's different. That's just me bullying Xerath because it's really fun. Oh my gosh. No, that's great. I miss that stream. That stream's so good. Aw, cause you are, I do my best. And like, I love hanging out with like the little kids and being nice to them. Oh yeah, on, what was it? I worked on Thursday too. And on Thursday, they were having their really big movie night because they host movie nights. And they do it like maybe once a month in the summertime. So we have like 2 or 3 a year. And, they normally get food trucks too, and one of the food trucks had to bail because something else happened, but we still had what was it? It was shaved ice. We had a shaved ice truck show up, and one of our regulars, like he's like a 12-year-old, 13-year-old kid, and he was like, I don't have any money to get one, but I really want one. And I like look over at my coworker and I just give her this look of like, let me go grab my wallet. And I was just like, here buddy, come on, we'll go get you one. And he's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. So then like we walk out to the truck and I was like, you can get whatever size you want. I don't care what size you want, the biggest one, you want the fancy one, like whichever one you want, you can go get it and you can have as many flavors as you want. I don't care. So I let him get like this ginormous one, and then I got like a mini one just for myself. And then the day after, when I was working that Friday, I was just like putting away DVDs or whatever, and he just like comes up to me, he's like, hey, thank you for yesterday, you didn't have to do that. I was like, I know I didn't have to, but like that was for you, I didn't mind. You come in here all the time and you're a good kid, like I don't care. Hey, it was hilarious. I say we need more of that, June. I mean, the next time Xerath wants to play a scary game and I can make fun of him the whole time, like, yes, sure, I would love that. But I feel like it's different when, if I'm just hanging out with Xerath in a Discord call and I get to make fun of them the whole time versus, like, I know they've asked me to play, what's the name of that one? It's the ghost hunting game together. And I feel like I would be a completely different freaking person if I played. It's different getting to sit back and have no repercussions versus having to actively play a game. Phasmophobia, yeah, that's the game. It's different with me having to actually interact and do things in game versus me trying to just be a asshole. I was thinking of making him do Dead by Daylight with me as the killer. That would be hilarious. Phasmophobia or Devour are also great choices. Oh my god, Devour looks like fun. Devour looks like fun. I also really want to play, I want to play Prop Night. That one, like, it's like halfway between Dead by Daylight and just Prop Hunt. I want to play that one. That's one that I want to play. I think that one would be really fun. I don't think it's as scary as it is just funny, but, you know, it's an option. I think if we're going for scary, I should probably get Phasmophobia. I have a couple people that have asked me to play Phasmophobia with them before, so I'm gonna have to get it one of these days or another. Whether or not I'm mentally prepared is a different... That's a whole different thing. That's good. I know it's good. It looks like fun. I really want to play it, but I don't think I have enough people that I can play with. That's the thing. Maybe one day. Or I need to have somebody invite me. I don't know. It would be cool, though. I wouldn't complain about that. Ooh, sorry. Hold on. I gotta yawn. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, gosh. I have a dangerous amount of hours in Devour on my sister's profile. Her friends always wonder how I'm not scared. If only they knew I grew up reading Junji Ito stuff. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I don't think I could handle reading anything Junji Ito, because I see, like, random, like, one-off pictures every now and again, and my stomach turns. I can't handle that. I think the one thing that gets me more than anything else when it comes to horror stuff is specifically like body modification, body horror, things like that. Especially if it deals with eyeballs, I can't do it. I can't freaking do it. If it's eyeballs, I can't do it. I feel like I can better handle it if it's just like random muscle mass, or if it's even just blood. But if it's eyeballs or if it's like teeth, I can't. That's oh no. Makes my stomach feel all queasy. I can't do all that. Junji Ito is so good. I'm watching season 2 of the anime right now. Ooh! I completely forgot that there was a whole anime about it, but yeah, that's good. Why is there a fly in here? Why is there a fly in here? What's happening? Goodness gracious. Okay, anyway, never mind. Yeah, no. I feel like it's different for I can think of one specific thing that I don't mind too much. But, I feel like it would say too much about me in a very personal way, so I'm going to keep that to myself, because this is not an age-restricted stream, and I like having at least a shred of dignity, so I'm gonna stop myself there. I ain't gonna say nothing, because I'm not trying to make it weird, but, you know. I also grew up playing Dead Space. I played the first one when I was 11, and I remember Silent Hill on PlayStation 2 when I was 10. Silent Hill, The Room, probably. I have the disc still. I never grew up with, like, any horror games. And I'm really not good at it. I can't handle it. The only ones that I think I can reasonably handle are just the JRPGs. Like Eve and the Witch's House, and even then that's pushing it. My stomach still turns a lot, and I have that creeping anxiety. I still have no freaking idea how I managed to play through all of Oxenfree, because that was wild. That was wild. Yeah, they say it sucks, but I'm too lazy to read the manga, and now we're hella curious. Why even bring it up? Well, because I thought of it, but, you know, listen. I'm still learning. So there was past me who would just say anything without thinking too much about it. And then there's where I hope to be, where I don't even bring it up. I have a passing thought and I don't even bring it up. I'm in the interim where I find a way of phrasing it without actively saying it, but like acknowledging that the thought was there without further expanding upon it. That's where I am right now. It's like whenever I stop myself when I'm like, whenever I'm doing anything and I just go, oh God, I thought of something really awful. I can't say that. Never mind. Whenever I do that, like that's the stage of catching myself that I am currently in, where like I acknowledge that I thought it and that I went through that thought process, but I ain't gonna expand on it. That's an awful idea. I'm not gonna do that. I like having just you know, I like being me without all of those implications. Oh gosh. I'm back. Welcome back, Indy. Hi. Them intrusive thoughts, right, June? I mean, listen. Some of them are just impulsive thoughts because they're not necessarily awful. But then yes, there are some real bad intrusive thoughts, which is like, oh God, I do not recognize this as a thought that I would have typically. This is not who I am. I do not like connect with this in any way, shape, or form besides I thought of it and now I hate myself. But you know, that's neither here nor there. Oh gosh. Oh my God, I just thought of a really funny tweet that I saw earlier as well. Babu. I don't know if you remember them, but with us, again, I'm bringing up Good Omens again. Nobody call me out. Nobody say a damn thing. But Babu, do you remember there's like two specific angels in heaven? There's Michael and there's Uriel. I don't know if you remember which ones they are. Because there's Gabriel, which is Aziraphale's boss. And then there's Gabriel's like little entourage, which has Sandalphon, that guy that turns people into pillars of salt. The dude who like accompanied him into the bookshop with like the gold teeth and we don't like him. There's Uriel and then there's Michael. Somebody made a random tweet where it's like, oh, Aziraphale decides to get a little suggestion box. And then like freaking, oh God, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't finish this thought because it's just... Momochi, I'll just send it to you later. It's fine. Oh gosh. I'm not trying to get canceled on stream right now. Oh God. It's really bad when you get the mix of intrusive thoughts and the call of the void. That's a run back home and hide under your bed situation. Oh gosh. Yeah, no, that's awful. Share? Okay, well I'm gonna try to phrase it as lightly as I can then. But you know, like Michael and Uriel do not get along with Aziraphale. They don't like him. As Aziraphale has the little suggestion box and he sees that like Michael and Uriel both put in like the same note and he's like so curious and he opens up the suggestion box and he opens it up and it for any of you who don't know the acronym, don't worry about this too much, but it's just the letters KYS, and then he like looks up from the note and they're both flipping him off. Oh my God. Oh my God. Being on Twitter right now and seeing all of the memes going around right now about all of Good Omens and just all the girls are fighting, it's so funny. It is freaking hilarious. Oh my gosh. Nice, sounds like a friendly interaction. Oh my god. It's just so ridiculous. It's so funny. I need to see it now. Their dynamic is so good. I will send it to you. There's another one too where what was it? Like Aziraphale is like in heaven and he's required to work more with Michael, and he's like, Michael, is there any way that we could get like a record up here from Steven Sondheim? Do we have any Sondheim records? And Michael's like, who the hell is Sondheim? And Aziraphale's just like, did you just ask who Sondheim is? KYS. Oh my god. Oh my god, it was just so ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Average Tuesday with my friends. There's also a meme going around. I saw a really good reaction image where it was like, it was a picture taken on like railroad tracks of an oncoming train, and the caption was just me going on a nice little walk today. Oh my god. You know it's a good stream when June starts getting shut the hell up, leave me alone. Oh my god, I need water. I need water. You freaking bastards. Why do I put up with y'all? Oh my god. Goodness gracious. I have so many emotions about Good Omens. But I don't know, I can't even count how many rants I've gone on, like, just within this past week, let alone, like, this past month about just Good Omens. You guys are probably freaking sick of me. Huh, what happened? Mother, are you okay? I am fine, dear, don't worry about me. 10 out of 10 need to make June laugh again. Oh my gosh. Tactical, is that your mission here? I mean, I guess I suppose it's not the worst mission to have. Shinzo is always trying to riz me up, so if you're just trying to make me laugh, I guess it's not so bad. I love long walks on the train. Oh my god. No, Indy, we're making a joke, you're fine. Nobody's on any train tracks. I am surprisingly very close to some train tracks, as you guys already know, but you know, that's neither here nor there. We're not gonna worry about all that. Oh gosh. Makes my freaking stomach hurt, man. Too funny. Gosh. Riz me up. Anyone versed in Gen Z talk that can explain what that one means for my boomer brain? Riz, Tactical, is short for charisma. So the phrase riz me up means to like flirt with somebody. Shinzo be trying to riz me up all the damn time. Every time that he's in here, he's trying to riz me up. I am planning, guys, I still need to organize it, but I am planning a Riz competition for you guys. You guys can anonymously submit Riz attempts, and I will read them on stream and rate them. You know. You know. Kids nowadays and their lingo. Tactical, you're telling me. It took me a while to learn what that meant, but now... It, like, once I learn a word or a phrase, it's just, I latch onto it, and then that's just the end of that. That's it. I feel like that one Simpsons meme, the old man yells at class. Yes, 100%. That's totally what this is. Hold on, I'm readjusting a little bit. I'm in and out of stream. Also, I got a Cinderella Funko Witch. Funko, which is the transformation dress Cinderella. Ooh! How cute! Okay, boomers. Momochi, you leave Tactical alone. Tactical is not the one to be messed with. Listen, you can bully Chronic all that you want, and I know Tactical is like is an equivalent on Zerath streams. That does not mean that you can carry over the bully. Although Tactical, you and Chronic would get along swimmingly. I already know that, but Chronic's not going to be back for like a couple weeks, so it's going to be a hot minute. You gosh darned kids. What other boomers do we have in chat? Because Shinzo does not count as a boomer. Captain Insano is a boomer. You'd probably get along very well with Captain Insano. Listen, Chronic isn't here, and Tactical speaks kind of similarly, so I do not give you permission to do this to Tactical. You leave Tactical be. I'll protect you, Tactical. Don't worry, no one messes with me. I mean, yeah, you're right, Indy. Nobody messes with you. Nobody has the heart to mess with you, because that's a very poor idea on their behalf, and I'm glad that nobody is doing that to you, which is good. Oh gosh, okay. I think for now I should probably wrap up. I need to figure out what my streaming schedule for this upcoming week is going to be. Again, I really hope that I'm able to either get Spiritfarer in the mix, because I know it worked the last time that we did stream testing, or if I could possibly get Fate to work. I really want to like stream Fate if I'm able to, because that's my freaking one of my favorite games ever. Hey, I don't mind. Interactions like that are hilarious. Banter is a great way to pass the time. Tactical, you have no idea what you're asking for. This is Momochi we're talking about here. I will give you your warning period now. And say that that is probably a very bad idea, and you will not want to commit to that. Fate, I might play some after this. I'm either gonna play some Stardew Valley or I'm gonna play some Fate today. I don't know which one yet. But I'm going to wrap up. I'm gonna figure out what my streaming schedule is going to look like. I have to confirm some other IRL plans with friends to figure out what the hell's going on. But after that, I am sure to like I'll be posting the schedule at some point later today. If I'm not able to get it done today, I am off from work tomorrow, so I should be able to get it done by tomorrow. If not, I'm gonna go listen to the new Vox ASMR. Oh gosh, Indy, that you go enjoy that, dear. I'm gonna listen to it later. But until then, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'll probably be streaming again on Tuesday. I don't know what I'll be streaming on Tuesday, but you guys will probably see me on Tuesday at my regular time. You'll see me. But until then, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, your morning, your afternoon, your evening, whatever it might be, wherever you are. And I'll see you guys again probably on Tuesday. Have a good one, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye, 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 bye.